Good Friday evening, South Carolina weather watchers. Hopefully, everyone had a fantastic Friday. I am your host for South Carolina Weather, Joseph Peterson, and let's talk about the weather for your Friday evening going to your future. Looking at the radar right now, nothing going on inside the state of South Carolina. Maybe somewhere down there near Beaufort, South Carolina, we could have some shower activity down there. Let's see if I can pull that up real quick. Yeah, some shower activity possible down there near Beaufort, South Carolina. But we will continue to watch for that. Here's the MRMS right now. You can see that we do have some, I should say, some reflectivity out here in the U.S., which reflectivity, rain. We do have some rain up there near Washington, also over here in Montana, North Dakota, South Dakota also receiving some rain, as well as Iowa receiving some rain, Illinois receiving some rain, in the deep south seeing some rain, Florida always receiving rain, off the coast of South Carolina and North Carolina also receiving rain. Everyone else is doing fine right now. So let's go on and talk about cloud cover. Cloud cover right now is seeming to be pretty scattered. Do have some clear spots in some areas, but right now most of the United States is covered, so I'd say mostly cloudy. And as you push this forward, as we go through tonight, tonight, not again, just seeing those clouds as we get into tomorrow morning, around like 8 o'clock in the morning, tomorrow 9 o'clock in the morning, showers. Clouds, I should say, clouds are still continuing in the area. Like there could be a break. There could be a break, like there is now, with some clouds in some areas. But right now, it's looking like most of South Carolina will be covered with clouds. Here's our current temperature: 71 in Greenville, 75 in Columbia, 75 in Charleston, 75 in Beaufort, 75 in Myrtle Beach, 73 in Florence, 75 in Sumter, 71 in Rock Hill, 73 in Anderson, 73 in Bennettsville, 75 in Augusta as well. Here's our low temperatures for tonight: around 69 in Columbia, 74 in Charleston, 70 in Moncks Corner, 69 in Walterboro, 74 in Hilton Head Island, 72 in Myrtle Beach, 66 inside Rock Hill, 66 inside Spartanburg and Greenville, 67 inside Anderson, 66 inside Greenwood, 68 in Aiken, 69 in Orangeburg and Sumter as well. Here's our forecast precipitation for the next 24 or so hours. You do around a lot, pretty much scattered rain throughout the entire state. 100th of an inch to a 10th of an inch in Rock Hill, Anderson, Lawrence, as well as Winsboro, Camden, Florence, Dillon, Cheraw, Greenwood, Aiken, Orangeburg, Columbia, Sumter, Barnwell, Walterboro, Hilton Head Island. All of these regions probably has a chance to receive around 100th of an inch to a 10th of an inch, and then maybe even a 10th of an inch to a quarter of an inch possible in Charleston, Georgetown, and Myrtle Beach, and then maybe even a quarter of an inch to a half an inch possible down there off of coastal Georgetown County, and maybe even isolated inches possible as well. Here's our SPC outlook for tonight. As you go through to tonight, you can see that TSTM still continues even as we get through to tonight. As you go into tomorrow, SPC outlook still shows a risk for some thunderstorms. Day 3, the low country of South Carolina and the PD region, the lower PD region of South Carolina, does have a chance for some thunderstorms, southern Midlands as well. Here's our excessive rainfall outlook for tonight. Not really much as we go through around 12 o'clock to 12 o'clock in the morning when this expires, goes to the upstate and parts of coastal regions as we go through tomorrow. Nothing for tomorrow. Nothing for Sunday, but Monday we do have a threat for some minor flooding as we go into like the Charleston, North Charleston, Mount Pleasant, all the way up towards the entire PD region of South Carolina. Maybe even a slight risk of excessive rainfall already in effect for portions of Myrtle Beach as well, North Myrtle Beach, I should say. And nothing for Tuesday. So Monday could be interesting to see how much rain falls up there near the North Myrtle Beach region. Here is the tropics, but before we talk about the tropics, let's talk about the near-term future, like the next 48 or so hours. Here is the 18Z as we go through around 9 o'clock p.m. As you go through tonight, showers, downpours continue as you go to around 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. As you go into around like 8 o'clock in the morning as well, showers, downpours still possible And as you go into around 10, 11 o'clock as well, showers, downpours still continue. Conway, Myrtle Beach, Georgetown, and that kind of recircling motion near Conway, Myrtle Beach, and Lourdes will provide a bunch of rain as you go through around 10 o'clock in the morning, all the way through to maybe even 1 to 2 o'clock p.m. And a thunderstorm could be followed right after that, going to around the evening 4 or 5 o'clock hours, maybe even near 7 and 8 o'clock as well. Those will push to the west and will cause showers and downpours for the rest of South Carolina, near Columbia, Low Country of South Carolina, all the way up there towards the upstate. And even as we get to around 12 o'clock in the morning tomorrow, we do have a threat for some more showers and downpours to continue. And as you go through Sunday, look at that more rain, that circling motion again going towards Conway, Myrtle Beach, dropping some more rain going into our Sunday morning as well. And that could even turn heavy. This rain right here can turn heavy even as we get into Sunday afternoon as well. So that's what's going on in terms of rain totals as well. Again, this is just one model run, so not quite sure, but some models are saying up to 2 to 3 inches of rain possible over the next 48 or so hours. While most other regions will not really receive much at all, in terms of rain. So right now, definitely not. Definitely not really too concerning for the state, but for over here near Conway, Myrtle Beach, and Lourdes, definitely something that I would be keeping an eye on as you go through the next 48 or so hours. So that's that. Let's talk about the tropics now. Here's the tropics right here. You can see we still have Francine out here, post-tropical cyclone, 15 mile per hour storm right now. Still expected to cause rain. That's really the only thing that this thing is doing. Just causing some rain for like Birmingham, Montgomery, places like that. And as you get into Gordon, here's Gordon right here. 40 mile per hour storm turned to a tropical storm, I believe, this morning. So here it is. Right now is forecasted to pretty much turn up. Not really going to do much in terms of land. Some people are already saying that this might just be a little ocean tropical storm. Might not have to worry about Gordon, but we will still be watching just in case if something else happens. Now, the one that I'm watching the most is over here. Disturbance number 1, a 40% chance of cyclone formation. A non-tropical area of low pressure could form this weekend along a frontal boundary and gradually acquire subtropical or tropical characteristics a few hundred miles off the southeastern U.S. coastline. Thereafter, a subtropical or tropical depression could form early next week while the system moves generally northwestward towards the coast. Additional information of the system can be pretty much by the high seas forecasting here, the local National Weather Service office. I know, like, National Weather Service of Charleston has already been talking about this. I have not seen the other National Weather Service comment yet, but I do know that Charleston has, and they are definitely watching it. And I was pretty much sure that this probably would not become a tropical storm. It'd probably just be like a little rainstorm. That's what I thought. But they're already starting to use wording about tropical depression, so we're going to have to watch this and see what happens as we get into this weekend, and early next week into Monday and Tuesday. So we'll see what happens with this. As right now, it has a 10% chance of forming within the next 48 hours and around a 40% chance over the next 7 days. Also in the eastern Pacific as well, we have Alina, Tropical Storm Alina out here inside of the Pacific right now, and it is trying to head up towards Baja California, which is where it's going to bring some tropical storm force conditions and some heavy rainfall. So that's what's going on over there in the eastern Pacific. Nothing going on in the central Pacific right now. So that's pretty much all that is for the tropics. And so let's go on and talk about the actual future, like the next 300 or so hours or so. Here it is right here. We're going to start off today, September the 14th. The time is up here in your top right corner of your screen, so if you want to see it. As we continue pushing this forward, showers, thunderstorms continue. There goes our low pressure that we're watching for right there. That's going to push up into North Carolina on around September the 17th at around 2 o'clock in the morning. This could potentially be a weak tropical storm. Not out of the question at all. Not really causing much in terms of South Carolina. In fact, some of this model right here are very low resolution, so obviously we might see rain, but this model right here is not even saying a drop of rain in South Carolina from this system, even though that's very unlikely. Again, very low resolution. As you continue through, that's going to head on out, and then we get kind of like another low pressure slash high pressure, kind of like, honestly, I'd almost say like battling each other almost, but they're over there inside the upstate. Showery conditions still continue. Thunderstorms possible, showers, thunderstorms possible as we get through the 21st, the 22nd as well, where we could have some interesting heavy rain going through the coastal regions of South Carolina and Georgia as we go through September the 22nd. And then we have another area, which this will probably be a tropical storm, and it stalls out. It seems to wants to stall out as like a very strong tropical storm, and then it's just gonna push out of here. So this is something that we're gonna have to watch for. Right now, it used to be just sitting there. This is around September the 24th. That's gonna push out. Showers, thunderstorms still are with it as it moves up towards New England. But that's over 300 hours out, so we're not going to go too much in depth with that. So we're going to go on and talk with the audience instead. If you want to be part of your audience, you can by joining us at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. Let's see what the audience has to say for tonight. Let me close this out right here. Alright. Ms. Tolliver says, good evening, cloudy skies and a humid day at my house. Do we need to be concerned about the cyclone off of the East Coast? Yes. I do think that we might have to watch for it. But, like I said, there's a good chance that it could go up there towards North Carolina instead of South Carolina. That's what most are saying right now. So, in my opinion, I do believe that we are going to have to definitely watch for it. Not too closely, again, like I said, but still watching it like in the corner of your eye almost, just to make sure that it doesn't try to do anything else. Mr. Anthony says, good evening to you. Cheryl says, hi, Joseph, hello. Then my Nana says, hey, Jay, I'm tired, hoping I can keep my eyes open. Well, we're almost done. So give me around like 5 to 6, 7 more minutes, maybe, and we will be out of here for tonight. Also, well, I'll talk about that in a second, but let's move over here to San Antonio, Raleigh real quick. And we're going to go down here. Going to go to the 18Z. That's the 19Z, the 18Z right here. And as we push this forward for San Antonio, as you go through tonight, nothing really happening for tonight. And as you go through tomorrow and as you go through the day after that, not really much in terms of rainfall. And while we wait for the temperatures to load here, make sure that if you have not hit the subscribe button, if you have not hit the like button yet, please do that. As we are trying to get to 250 by September 26th. We had a huge night last night. We had 4 subscribers in around an hour or so. So we went from 218 yesterday to around 222. So we're at 222 right now. And we're trying to, let's see if we can get to 225 tonight. If we have another big night like yesterday, that would be fantastic. But talking about temperatures, low temperatures tonight at around 73, high temperatures tomorrow at around 94, low temperatures tomorrow night at around 73, high temperatures going to around 93, 92-ish going into your Sunday. As you head over here to Raleigh, North Carolina, let's move my way over here. Low temperatures tonight. Okay, I'm not going to do that anymore. Low temperatures tonight around 68, 67, high temperatures tomorrow at around 79, low temperatures tomorrow night at around 66, and high temperatures go to around 79, 74, 70, well, 79, 74, 79, 80, 81-ish as you go into your Sunday. Talking about rainfall, here's rainfall right here. Not really much talking about in terms of rainfall. Maybe some showers just to your south, downpours to your south, and then maybe isolated shower pushing through Sunday afternoon. But we're gonna have to continue watching for that, and I'll update you on that again tomorrow. So that's pretty much that. Let's talk about severe weather for both areas real quick. Let's zoom my way out. Here's day 1 right here. Nothing for day 1, nothing for day 2, nothing for day 3, nothing for day... Oh, yes, Raleigh does have a minor risk for some flooding on Monday and on Tuesday as well. So you're going to have to watch out for that. San Antonio, no risk of excessive rainfall as we go through the next 5 days. And let's talk about severe weather. Seems to be nothing for severe weather either. In terms of weather news, I think the only thing that's really going on is Francine just continuing to cause some rain problems for portions like Birmingham, Alabama, which has a threat for definitely some flash flooding as we go through tonight, and does have a tornado threat and a wind threat as we go through tonight as well. So if you know anybody in the Birmingham region, let them know about that. And that's all that I think that we have for tonight. Here's your last look at your radar right now. We just hit 223, so we just need 2 more until we hopefully get to 225 by tonight. Again, 250 by September 26th. We are now less than 2 weeks away. 2 weeks is all we have left until that is the goal deadline. So let's make sure that we get there. Hit the subscribe button if you have not already. Hit the like button if you have not already. And also hit the share button if you know anybody that would hit the subscribe button, please. That's going to about wrap this up. So make sure that you do all that. And I will be back tomorrow morning with another forecast update.
Hey, yeah.